If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Pop Smoke is tragically gunned down in his Beverly Hills home last night, and Star Brim is among 18 Bloods gang members that have been indicted in New York. Gorilla Zoe gets caught with a gun at the airport, and Snoop Dogg responds to Lil' Kim after using Lil' Kim's name without her permission. Let's talk hip-hop.
All right, good morning. I'll give you my name. I'm Captain Steve Lurie, S-T-E-V-E, L-U-R-I-E, the commanding officer of LAPD Hollywood area. I apologize, this information is very preliminary at this point as we're just getting started in this investigation. I can tell you that at 4:55 this morning, multiple LAPD Hollywood units responded to a call at 2033 Hercules Drive in the Hollywood Hills. The radio call was called in by someone from back east and stated a friend of theirs' home was being broken into by multiple suspects and that one of them was armed with a handgun. When officers arrived there approximately 6 minutes later, they discovered a victim inside the house had been shot.
All right, yo, this is crazy, right? And I can't even believe I'm even making this video, right? Pop Smoke was killed last night. Somebody went into his home in Beverly Hills and murdered him. So basically, the whole situation that happened was, he just moved to Beverly Hills yesterday. A couple weeks ago. He's from Brooklyn. He was so happy to be in Beverly Hills. He was celebrating. He was getting a haircut in the crib. He was taking pictures by the pool. He was chilling with his mans in them, in a Range Rover in the front by the garage, all of that, right? And I guess last night, somebody, ran into his crib, around 4:30 in the morning in California, which is 7:30 in the morning here in New York. So really it was this morning. Just two dudes, with a mask. One had a gun, and they shot Pop Smoke. Now, apparently, I guess they were trying to rob him or whatever, but it didn't really seem like a robbery because they didn't really take anything. And there were other people in the home too at the time that this happened. And the police were called by somebody who was actually in New York on the East Coast. I guess they were looking at surveillance footage of what was going on in the West Coast at Pop Smoke's crib, and somebody from New York called the LAPD and was like, yo, Pop, the shots fired. I think, Pop Smoke is shot. I saw somebody with a mask and a gun on the camera. Please go check, right? When the cops get there, they arrest a few people, but those were Pop Smoke's people. They ended up releasing them right away. They rushed Pop Smoke to the hospital, and Pop Smoke was pronounced dead once he got to the hospital, right? And this is insane because nobody even, thinks about Pop Smoke as gonna be dying, right? He was only 20 years old. He was the same age as Triple X, right? XXXTentacion. People in California get their house ran into all the time though, right? It happened to French Montana. It happened to Chris Brown. It happens a lot. It happened to The Game, right? And all this stuff was on footage. But a lot of times when people get the house ran into, it even happened to Soulja Boy, but Soulja Boy was in jail when it happened, so he wasn't there, right? When it happened to The Game was on tour. But for them to know where Pop Smoke is living so quick and so soon is insane. And they was coming to kill this nigga, right? So I don't know if it was yo, let's put a hit out on him, or if it was just, I want to rob him for his stuff, right? I'm sure as the days go by, we'll learn more about it, but that's what we know for now, right? And this is crazy because Pop Smoke was one of them dudes that was, he got a song with Travis Scott, right? He had Nicki Minaj on a remix to Welcome to the Party. He was about to blow. He was in the middle of blowing up right now, right? And this is just insane, man. Mad young rappers keep on being taken, right? I don't know, man. Super tragic, and horrible. But, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Cardi B's best friend is facing charges tonight in a sweeping gang roundup. Star Brim, whose real name is Yannette Respass, was indicted on racketeering and assault charges. They say she was the highest-ranking woman in the 5'9" Brims gang. That's a subset of the Blood street gang. She's also accused of putting out a hit on a bartender she thought was having an affair with Cardi B's husband, Offset. In recent years, Brim has become a bit of a social media celebrity with nearly 1 million followers on Instagram. She also appears on Cardi's account regularly.
So, Star Brim has been indicted on gang charges, right? She's not arrested yet, though. So, the whole situation, and I don't know if you know Star Brim, but you should. Star Brim is Cardi B's best friend, right? And she's also like big blood, Brim in Brooklyn, right? So anyway, she just got out of prison probably about 6 months ago, right? She was beefing with Nori, and she's really, really tight with Taxstone, who is currently locked up in jail awaiting trial for, that whole situation with Troy Ave and Banger at Irving Plaza and all that, right? But anyway, so Star Brim, super pregnant. She's like 8.5 months pregnant right now. And so the FBI actually came and arrested a bunch of 5'9" Brims all over New York, about 18 people, right? They arrested the Godfather in the Bronx. They arrested a Godfather in Queens. They arrested somebody else in the Bronx. They basically are trying to take out the heads of the prison lineup of the 5'9" Brims and of the street lineup of the 5'9" Brims, right? And it just so happens that one of the people involved in the street lineup of the 5'9" Brims, allegedly, is Star Brim, right? Apparently, according to the FBI, she's one of the godmothers and a high-ranking blood of the 5'9" Brims. In fact, when most of the female gang members of the Brims report to somebody, they report to her. She is the sole highest-ranking female blood member of the Brims, period, according to the FBI, right? So anyway, she didn't get arrested yet because she's about to have a baby in like probably 7 days, right? So after she gives labor, she will be arrested and goes right back to jail, right? And then awaits an FBI trial, right? And we all know that the FBI has a 97% conviction rate, so they've been watching her all this time, and she's either gonna confess or not confess and take it to trial, but then probably lose trial and end up in prison for a very long time. So I'm guessing that she's probably gonna say, fine, yeah, I did it, and try to settle for lesser time, which is insane because she just got out of jail or prison. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we know for now. She is going to schedule a date with her lawyer and the prosecution to self-surrender once she has her baby. So I guess we'll just wait on that and see what happens and see what the exact charges are. But they're saying like she ordered a hit on somebody, like some bartender at Angels at the strip club, and they have her on the phone saying it, so there's that. They're saying that she told somebody to slash somebody's face in Brooklyn or something like that. But whatever, I guess we'll see. This is all allegedly right now. But yo, man, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So Gorilla Zoe is in the airport in Miami, and I guess he's trying to get on the plane or go through TSA, right? And the whole situation is that TSA, they find a loaded 38 caliber pistol handgun in his carry-on bag, right? Which is insane, right? Why would a nigga try to bring a handgun in his carry-on bag through TSA, right? Like, how would you even think in 1 second that you were gonna get through, right? But listen, I already know, right? Gorilla Zoe, I don't think is that dumb, right? I think what happened was that Gorilla Zoe probably had a gun in his bag like he always does because, they be ready to shoot rappers these days, right? And Gorilla Zoe ended up forgetting that the gun was in his bag and then went to the airport and then got caught up with the gun, right? So anyway, they arrested him. He's in county jail right now. He's probably gonna make bail. Here's the thing though, Gorilla Zoe had a license for to carry a concealed handgun, so that's good, right? The only thing is though that his gun license was suspended for some reason, right? And I think it was suspended because 3 months ago he ended up getting arrested for a domestic violence situation. Some girl or some woman at the time called the cops on him and said that he was being abusive, but later on she told the cops that she was just upset and drunk and that he wasn't being abusive and that they just got into a shouting match and an argument, right? So I guess they suspended Gorilla Zoe's license to carry a concealed weapon at that time, but Gorilla Zoe was carrying it anyway, right? So it's not like it was was an illegal gun, and it's not like, you know, it had bodies on it or whatever like that. And he could say that he forgot it in there and that it's been in the bag for months. And I think that if Gorilla Zoe has a good lawyer, that he might be able to beat this. But it's definitely going to cost him some money, right? But we'll have to see what happens. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
What up, though? This Big Snoop Dogg coming at you live and direct from my secret hideout. The Lovers and Friends concert. I am one of the booking agents, one of the promoters to the show. Sending a message to Lil Kim. Lil Kim, get at me on the DM so we can get at you about this money. We was talking to some of your peoples, or we thought we was talking to some of your peoples. Get at me on the DM so we can try to get you this money, see if you with this thing or not. But as far as everybody else on the show, 100% confirmed. So make sure you get your tickets when that shit come out, because they gonna go fast. I mean real fast. You seen the list. Lil Kim, get at your folks on DM so we can get you this money. You did?
All right, so that was Snoop Dogg basically responding to Lil Kim, right? And the whole situation is that Lil Kim was responding to Snoop Dogg at first, right? So, all right, so Snoop Dogg goes on Twitter and Instagram, and he's like, hey, you know, I'm a promoter. I'm, you know, gonna throw this huge show in LA, right? Called the Lovers and Friends Festival, right? It's supposed to be going down in April or May. It's supposed to be dope, right? So it's supposed to be like Lauryn Hill is headlining, Usher and Ludacris and Lil Jon are gonna be there, TLC, Janae A. Cool, Summer Walker, Meg Thee Stallion, Sean Paul, T-Pain, Brandy and Monica, Ja Rule and Fat Joe, SWV, Saweetie, Foxy Brown, Genuine, Drew Hill, 112, Mario, Lil Kim, right? Twista, Eve, Trina, Anne-Marie, Mace, right? Cameron, just a bunch of like 90s and 2000s people. Snoop is throwing it and it's supposed to be fire, right? But then Lil Kim saw it and she took that flyer and put it on her story and said, this is so fake. I'm not a part of this, she says, right? So according to Lil Kim, she hasn't heard anything from anybody about it. And she's like, why the hell are they using my name and why do they have my name on this flyer, right? Well, you see that Snoop Dogg responded and basically says that we were talking to your people or somebody who we thought were your people, and basically we wanted to bring you out so that you could come get this money, right? And basically tells Lil Kim to hit him in a DM so that she could get paid and come get this money, right? And so it's weird and kind of funny and strange because after Lil Kim said that, a lot of people on Twitter started being like, I don't know, I'm getting Fire Festival vibes, right? So somebody goes on Twitter and they're like, Lovers and Friends Festival looks real suspect. I'm gonna need some artist confirmation, right? Because it's kind of seeming weird, right? And then somebody else says, oh, I don't know what to believe about this Lovers and Friends Festival, right? Because it's strange because not only did Lil Kim come out and say something about it, but Twista actually came out and said something about it too, right? He said, ain't no deposit hit my account for this show, right? So basically Twista's like, my name's on the flyer, but I ain't getting no money for this show either. And then also Mace saw this and he responded too. And basically Mace was just like, yo, I hope y'all have a great time and everything like that, but I'm not involved in this show either, right? So Snoop had to come back and say, listen, you know, whoever his name is on the flyer and you didn't get in contact with my people yet or anybody like that, trust me, we are gonna get in contact with you, right? And then shortly after that, Twista went back on Twitter to say, locked and loaded, playing all the hits, you dig? So I guess Twista ended up talking to his management and then got on the same page and his management was like, yes, you are gonna be on the show. Twista's like, all right, cool, hell yeah, right? But this is cool, dope, fire. I hope that Lil Kim is there too. And Snoop seems to only be doing this in California, but this is a dope ass show that I would even love to see here in New York, right? But we'll see. So hopefully it goes off good the first time and that it's not a Fire Festival type situation so that we can have it, you know, in New York and Miami and Chicago like it should be, right? And RIP Pop Smoke, man. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram and y'all already know what to do. Peace.